Okay, been a couple days, time to catch up. So today, this is the holy grail of the saxophone world. This is a Selmer Mark VI and a very nice vintage. It's a 110 serial number plus a little change after that. It's just got the perfect look. It's not one of these closet queens that's been stuck away and never been played. This thing's been played, but still original lacquer, no relacquer on it. Very nice condition. Neck's in great shape, which is pretty rare. They've almost all been patched up and drilled for microphones and all kinds of crazy stuff. So, very straight. Again, has that nice worn-in look, but not a ding in it. So this was purchased by my customer from Sax Quest, very well-known, very reputable sax company, and they repadded it right before they shipped it. They repadded it with like a balanced action style, smooth dome resonator, screwback style, and so there's no rivet in the middle of the resonator. I'm not sure if you can see them. I don't know. But again, nice big ones. They're probably 80–90% of the tone holes, this nice big resonator. So it gets this big, huge, powerful sound. No F sharp, which is preferable to the players. They don't want that high F sharp key. It's just another thing to mess up and to disturb the airflow. And again, it's just got that beautiful, beautiful patina to it. And they're actually making brand new horns to try to make them look like this. But you can see the engraving's still nice and sharp. And the pads are in great shape. It hasn't been played a whole bunch since the overhaul. You can see the sides of the pads here up and down the stack. Just had to do a little bit of tweaking to it, and after that, that fine tuning, man, the thing just absolutely screams. There's just nothing, nothing in this world of saxophones that can come up to this. Even the brand new Selmers are still trying to replicate the sound they got out of these vintage ones. And I think the more they're played, the better they sound. Sort of like guitars and violins. The violin players are all playing 100-year-old violins and with that aged wood and everything. And I think the brass goes through a similar process. Plus the brass they were using at this time was just the tops. So anyhow, just a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful instrument. Again, serial number's around 110 plus a little change. It comes in a vintage. This is a 1980 vintage. This was the first Selmer flight case, and I think the first flight case that I know of that was made. These were $300 in the 80s. And it's in wonderful, looks like brand new shape, and even still has the keys to it, which is crazy rare. So very protective, all kinds of latches on it, and if I'm not mistaken, it's made out of fiberglass instead of plastic. But super, super heavy duty. I have a couple friends of mine that have these cases, and they've had them since the 80s, and still out there going really nicely. So there it is, number 110. And the biggest thing, I had 4 saxophones lined up here, played one note on each one. And when you got to the 6, it was just totally recognizable. And you just play that G, and it's just got so much guts to it compared to anything else. And that low B flat, the whole thing just shakes when you play that low B flat. I have a lot of horns that have a very, very stuffy, especially the tenors, a stuffy D. I've got some other brands and everything, and even other Selmers, you hit that D and the timbre changes quite a bit. And on this thing, on the tuner. My personal Mark VI is 103, and the tuner's just going like this. This thing is almost green light the whole time. So the intonation is way better on this one than my personal one. So it just really plays. that high F sharp. Just play the high F. Pops right out. And I won't even try the G. It's just, my altissimo is just disgusting. So, but I'm sure it'll do it. The action is just perfect. I mean, I just had a newer one, and it was so stiff, it was almost painful to play. It's one of those things where it almost hurts your fingers. And this thing is just feather. It's not quite as light as a balanced action, but it's just absolutely perfect. Right down subtone into that little B flat. Wow. Getting a little chin there. So now, I'm going to play a little quick ditty and just play one chorus through so you can kind of hear it on a tune. Oh man, it's just a monster. There's that one on eBay, it's just up there for $40,000. So you can buy about 7 of these for that price. Very reasonable price. I mean, some of these guys are just asking these pie-in-the-sky prices, and they never sell. So this one's very reasonably priced. You can check it on my page, www.stevegraysaxes.com. That's STEVEGRAY, saxes, plural.com. So now, we're going to play this little ditty and get this thing out there for sale and find some lucky new owner for this thing. I just sold the Barry of about the same vintage, and the guy just loves it. So anyhow, here we go. So there you go. Selmer Mark VI. Man, this is it. I mean, these are going up $100 a year as far as I can calculate over the years. Maybe even faster than that. You just buy it, put it in the closet, and just watch the money go up. Better than any money in the bank, that's for sure. So, and I'm not even putting a lot of effort. This is a number 5 mouthpiece. So it's not even a big mouthpiece on it, and it just absolutely roars. Who knows, man, maybe I'll keep this and sell mine. I mean, mine's prettier, but man, this thing just absolutely screams. So hopefully, check my page. It's going to go out on Craigslist, Reverb, eBay, and all that crap, and see who grabs it first. So, but it's cheaper on my webpage. All right, there you go. Again, www.stevegraysexes, STEVGRAY, sexes.com.